Om. 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 Bhadram karneभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्रा स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Before describing Paravidya, the highest form of knowledge, the limitations of Paravidya are being told. Because people get carried away by immediate gains, immediate pleasures. And they fall for things such as heavens, etc., for which Karma Kanda provides the means to inculcate such Vairagya. Of course, when Vairagya needs to be developed for heavens, wherein more joy is there, less sorrow, to an extent least sorrow, or no sorrow, let us say, but temporary abode. One did not tell separately that Vairagya for joys, etc., on the earth need to be cultivated, because here, with the joys, more sorrows are there. In heavens, though temporary abode, more sorrows are not there. If that is also not worth pursuing, if you take into account your swarupa, automatically that means there is no sense in running after the Vishaya Bhoga on this available on this earth in the human embodiment. Animal embodiments keep aside because they are not fit to gain the Atmajnana. So now here is what is called as Prathama Malla Nyaya. If you want to become a, say, boxing champion, knock down the present boxing champion, you are the champion. You did not go fight with others like that. If that Vairagya for heavens is developed, automatically Laukika Vairagya is bound to come. From that standpoint, the drawbacks, the defects of the karmas which serve as the means to gain heavens, etc., is being pointed out. First, even you take into account the least karma. What is it? Agnihotra. How it is difficult. Daily ahutis, occasional, what is that? Rituals. Again, offering the oblation, not at easy. You should be able to detect those flames and which are fluttering. Just by the time you see, they disappear. And yet you have to put in such flame only how alert you should be. So all these are told. And of course, the result in terms of heaven was there, how you are treated, etc. And yet, this is their final nature. So mantra 7, Mundaka 1, Khanda 2. 1, 2, 7. Plavahete adhida yajna rupa ashtadashoktam avaram yeshu karma etat shreya ye abhinandanti मूढ़ा जरा मृत्युम ते पुनः एव अपि यन्ति एते these karmas which form the part of yajna sacrifices is it lavaha lava means vinashinaha destructible in the sense the result in terms of punya which is capable of fetching you the heavens with pleasure, they are limited. One day, your balance of punya gets over. It is not going to be there forever. So that was vinashina ete. Adridaha. Why so? Because he means because. Why he? Ete adridaha. Asira, not stable. They will disappear. And how are they available? Yajna Rupa. See, Yajna Rupa, they are available in the form of Yajnas. Now here, Yajna means not just like that. Yajnas are costly. Costly in the sense, you should have samagris. And in Yajna, you can't perform on your own like puja. You may learn puja and do it. Not here. Skilled rituals are required. There are not one or two, 16 of them. You have to pay them. Samagris means you have to have sufficient bank balance. That's the olden days. Brahmanas who want to do such thing, they have to go to king. And king used to patronize them. That is it. Yajna Rupa. Even at times, even the caste, that is a Samit, etc. So, lot of things. Perhaps you may know the story of Krishna with respect to Duryodhana and Karna. Karna was really a charitable person. Of course, he has got some drawbacks, the problem was there, but he was highly charitable. He had put a board at his residence outside. Anyone who wants anything may please walk in. It will be given. And his palace was in the row of Duryodhana. Duryodhana also thought, let me also be charitable. He also put the board. Anyone who wants anything, please walk in. Krishna knew. He said, let me teach a lesson to Duryodhana. So he disguised himself as an old Brahmana and went to Duryodhana's palace. Brahmana means respected, he was honored, etc. So what you want? He said, I want 6 cartloads of wood. You have to do a big yaga. Oh, that's all. It will be given. He sent a note to the minister. It went on getting circulated, bounced back because of heavy torrential rain for the last 1 week, there is no dry wood available. Wood is there, but it is wet. You can't use wet. So what can Duryodhana do? Sorry, this is a plight. After some time, I can give you. I want now only. Okay, brother. Well, I'll get it straight only. Came out. Went to Karna. Of course, he was received, etc. And said, I want it. Will be given. Same thing happened. The note came back. There's not a single twig dry in this kingdom. So Karna saw it and told Brahmin, let us go somewhere here. It will be arranged now. It will take some time. So he took the outhouse, talking, etc. Within no time, the message came. I think seven cartloads of wood is ready, already filled up. You know what did Karna did? He took him to the outhouse and instructed, pull down the palace. Those days it was made up of wood. Pull down the palace, and that is a charity. So this Karna, once it happened, Karna was malishing his head with the oil, golden bowl. That Krishna happened to go there. And Krishna said, hey, Karna, your golden bowl is so beautiful. Can you give it to me? Karna said, please take it. From left hand only, Krishna fired him. What do you mean? You are giving me the left hand? Karna said, Krishna, look, you know, my right hand is soiled with the oil. To give you this with the right hand, first I have to wash my hand and then give. Suppose by that time I develop that, no, let me keep this with me. What else I do? At the moment that I give. So that is really a great charitable person. Anyway, here the point is sacrifice. So much of cost is involved. Either bank balance or king must be there to patronize you. So therefore, yajna rupaha, the form of, that is, means accomplished through the yajnas, for which these karmas are the means. And it is ashtadashoktam. Where it is described, ashtadasha means there are 18 factors involved. Who are they? 16 of them ritviks. And for each ritvik, depending on the statuses, there is dakshina fixed by Vedas. ये ₹100 नहीं चलेगा, है ना? For गणपति पूजा priest comes, ₹100. आजकल ₹100 क्या होगा? So it should be the plus. What is that? 2 now. 6 rupees plus yajamana. One who does, then who? Patni, wife. Without wife, he has no ability to do the yaga. This subject matter of this, wherein 18 persons are involved. Yaga. These are so described in the Vedas. Is all what? Avaram. Avaram, inferior because karma, only karma without the supplement of upasanas. Ishavasa says, karmas only should not be done. Upasanas only should not be taken to, there should be a synthesis. Both. Then only one can progress in the spiritual pursuit. Not for getting results here. Even from the standpoint of spiritual pursuit, to give the right frame of mind, karma, upasana, both are necessary. It means nishkama. Here we are talking of sakama. Avaram means jnanavarjitam. Here jnana stands for upasana. Without upasana, this karma is what? Inferior. Yeshu karma uktam. Yeshu means yajna rupasu. All these, there are 18 entities are involved. They are in the form of yajnas. All this what? This karma as a means is what described. Uktam to be added there. Adhyara. Now you say, there are people who are karma kandis. They say, this is the highest one. This is the highest one. Etat shreyaha ye abhinandanti mudha. Ye, those who are what? Etat, this yajna rupaha karma, shreyaha is the highest gain of life. Iti abhinandanti, rejoice. The mudha, avivekina. What is the final lot? Jara mrutyam te punaha eva piyanti. Repeatedly, they get subjected to old age and death. Means what? Janma marana cycle. Janma marana cycle. In fact, I remember one thing. I had a classmate, college. Those days, they were very close to me. We happened to go to discourses by Swami Chinmayanji Maharaj. And of course, in the course of time, would find he was a Brahmin, Pakka Brahmin, and doing Sandhyavana, etc. properly. So he somehow had, I don't know what samskara of the past or what, they saying, more inclination towards the karma kanda. And he was arguing also. Jnana is not da, 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 da. So my trend was about a jnana. Afterwards, I had no much contact, but from whatever it is, he afterwards, after education was over, he went to native place, there was got his service, etc. He studied karma kanda further from a great Brahmana and practicing it. See, and he was holding that. After much correspondence was not there. Great, and he was arguing. That is the one. So, abhinandanti mudha. They rejoice. This is the one because it takes you to heaven, etc. What is their lot? Jara mrutyam. Jara mrutyam is what? Upalakshana samsara. They go to heaven for some time. That sometime may be relatively longer period compared to your sojourn on the earth. Suppose here maximum 100 years. There may be thousands of years. But Shine Punne, where? Bambayam or Dharavyam, Dharavi, depends on your karma phalas. Again, return. So therefore, these people know not what the truth is, and they rejoice in the matter which are not totally trustworthy, because one day they are going to vanish. So that is all that they indulge in, with the notion that they'll get happiness forever is what? That's asaram. There's no pith in it, there's no sense in it, and it is dukkha moolam, root cause of sorrow, because you go on doing these karmas, no doubt you'll get the heavens, etc. A time may come, you may slip off from the dharma also. You may take to adharma because you are more and more addicted to sense pleasures. Till now you are following dharma, but afterward you may to adharma. Still further downfall, danger. Even if dharma is there, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Cycle of birth and death is bound to continue. That's what told as jara mrityum apiyanti. Old age. Why old age said? It is most, what is that? Sorrowful state, most pitiable state. Just as a child, you depend on the others. Old age, you depend on others. As a child, you don't know anything. Here, emotions, sentiments are there. Getting insulted, neglected, not cared for. It all hurts the individual. So therefore, this is their lot. Better escape from this once forever, never to return. So therefore, the plight of these people who consider themselves as those who have studied Vedas, they know Karma Kanda Yajna Yagas, most of them, because of course, Karma Kanda Yajna Yaga is not easy. It's the science by itself. They have mastered it and they are very proud about it. This is their further plight. Very famous stanza. Avidyaya mantare vartamana swayam dhira panditam manyamana janganyamana pariyanti mudha andhe naiva niyamana yatha andha. Avidyayam antare vartamana. So they are always steeped where? In avidya. Your avidya is not just ignorance of oneself, it's product the samsara. They always are steeped where? In samsara, means avivekis. These people lack viveka. Almost aviveki. Why? Because some knowledge of Veda is there. Knowledge of Karma Kanda is there. You can't say you're not total lay persons. But from the highest goal of life, they're almost all aviveki, because Atma and Atma Viveka is not there. What is true and lasting, what is seeming and what is that transient, they cannot distinguish. Therefore, almost what avivek is. And avidyayam antare vartamana means they are almost ignorant people, but they don't know. Not only they don't know, they consider themselves very wise people. So swayam dhiraha panditam manyamana. Swayam, on their own. On their own means without taking to the Upadesha, teaching of jnanis who know the truth on their own, having studied the Vedas, Swayam on their own, they imagine what? Dhiraha. So Dhiraha, Laukika Dhishalinaha means we have got such vast treasure of knowledge. Maybe yes. Which one? Laukika. Laukika includes Vedic also. So therefore, they imagine themselves to be wise people. And yet they are not so, because the real teaching of ultimate truth, they have not bothered to investigate or know from the right type of people who can teach them. And therefore what they do? We are the means people who are wise, who have got all such knowledge, and therefore Panditam Manyamana. Manyamana. They consider, they imagine themselves to be what? Pandita. Pandita is one who knows Shastra. Who knows Shastra. Actually, Panda means Brahma Vidya. And one who has got Panda, Brahma is Pandita. But secondarily, Pandita is what? One who knows Shastra. So they consider, we know the Shastra, we studied it. Studied. Here one thing happened, because they got such this. Once we had a camp at Goa in a temple, ancient temple. One of students, they know it. And that lady knew that their chief priest, he was supposed to be a highly learned person and much wanted among their devotee circles. This lady told, these campers who have come here, they can chant Rudra, Purushokta, etc. He was not ready to accept at all. What that? I have studied 12 years. He is not ready to accept that they can chant Sukta, etc. Something great. 12 years. And these people, grahasthas and all that, how can they learn it? Such notion. We are the wise people. So, Panditam Manyamana, Panditam, we are the one who knows Shastras, etc. So, consider, means imagine. Here, this mantra almost appears in Kathopanishad also. Avidyaya Mantare Vartamana, etc. 1, 2, 5. Katha. But there, in place of Manyamana, the word used is Dandramyamana. There the word is Dandramyamana, means going through Kutila Gati. Undergoing, Kutila means zigzag, not smooth, with many odds, means going through the cycles of birth and death, full of sorrows. This is the plight of these people. And further, Janganyamana. Here the same thing comes after. Janganyamana. That is very much, intensely, exceedingly, or what? Afflicted by what? Old age, diseases, sorrows, insults, Jara, Roga. Jara, Rogadi. So therefore, don't complain about the old age. Don't complain about the diseases. Why this should happen? You have ordered it. How come? Nobody ordered. Nobody ordered. Have you ordered body or not? Why do you take the body? Because you had an agenda. What is the agenda? Dharma, artha, kama. Moksha bajo mein. If you have to earn dharma, artha, kama, body is inevitable. And when body is inevitable, its good dharmas, features are inevitable. Body is born, but it's going to be old, subject to diseases. See, diseases two types, physical and affliction of the mind. Adi, Vyadhi. Vyadhi at the physical level, Adi at the mental level. Body, mind know that, Adi, Vyadhi are not there. That's why in sleep, even a terminal patient of cancer undergoing excruciating pain, if at all he sleeps, there is no sorrow. Why? Awareness of the body is not there. Mind is not there, functioning at that time. So, here that is what it is. That is Janghanyamana, that is undergoing very much afflicted by such all the sorrows which are inevitable. See, this is the investment we have made. What is investment? Body. For what return? Sense pleasures. Have some sense of commerce. Whether it is worth investment, this capital of investing in the body, just think of it. So long as you have got the body, you can never hope to be truly happy. And other pitiable thing is that such body is our sadhana, means to get happiness. See how wrong thing we are indulging in. That's why those Shastra should be thoroughly understood at the final goal, with the final goal of life. So that is how Janghanyamana. And what happens there? Mudha, Avivekina, say, Pariyanti, Vibhramanti, get subjected to delusion, Brahma, the wrong thing. They consider right. So Pariyanti, for which it is given. Yatha andhena niyamanaha eva andhaha. See, few blind people are being led by blind leader. What is happening? They fall some ditch or something. Well, the leader doesn't know. He can't see. There may be one person with eyes. He can lead 100 blind people. But he himself has no eyes. So therefore, finally, disaster is guaranteed. What is that now? See, there in the case of the blind person, the capacity to see is not there. The power of sight is not there. That's what blindness. Here, what is the blindness here? The light of Tattva Jnana is not there. Here, in the case of this, the light of Atma Jnana, Tattva Jnana, Brahma Jnana, knowledge of reality of the world is not there. Therefore, what? He may be a great scholar in the Karma Kanda, but from the standpoint of the ultimate goal of life, he is andha. He is a blind person. So this is what is their plight. Again, further decision. See, because majority fall this category. You may say nowadays very Vedas who accept. Yes. But about the science, etc., modern thing. Science, etc. Why there's majority people think that no, science is everything. Whatever that doesn't fit in the frame of science is useless. This is another blindness. You are taken for granted. You don't know limitations of science. Science is useful. We don't say no, it's not. But it is confined to the principles in the perceptible field, which is available for senses to perceive. But there is a field which is beyond the range of indriyas. Atindriya, imperceptible. And the real goal of life lies there. Some scientists have somehow started feeling same thing in the sense they have found that their focus is on the objective world. But there one who finds out the subject, the individual. They are feeling that we have neglected the inquiry into the subject. The subject, karta, investigator. What is the nature? That is the field of Vedanta. It is not available to you there as an object. In Brihadaranyaka, the dialogue between many sages, because Janaka had arranged a satra wherein he said, I have kept 1,000 cows decked with golden horns with decked with gold. Also the hooves with silver. Whoever among you is the Shrestha Brahmadhyani, please take them. Big gathering. Nobody is ready to claim it. Many stalwarts were there. But they have to prove that they are Brahmadhyani Varishta. Yajnavalkya was there. Of course, he was not interested in the cows. But he thought, if nobody comes forward, the wrong notion will be there. There is no one who is what? Brahmadhyani. I can't do that. I have to tell. At the same time, he can't claim himself as a Brahmadhyani. If Brahma, everything is Brahma, who are you special? So, but he can't keep quiet. He gets up and instructs this one disciple, please drive home these cows. Then all scholars jump. Do you think that you are a Brahman? What shall I say? My namaskaras to Brahmadhyanis. Presently, I am Gokama. I mean, the cows. But by such answer, he can't escape. Debate starts. One by one, he goes on knocking down these people. At one stage, I asked, please show me this Brahman as this like a cow, this is cow. Can he? It's not possible. The answers here. You can't expect that. Why? Not because of my capacity. Brahman itself is like that. It is not available for objectification. It cannot be pointed out this. So that is how this Swarupa is such that it is not available for objectification. That is why, being imperceptible, it is all the more difficult. But that is not an excuse not to gain the knowledge, because your entire goal of life is centered on it. You may not know, therefore you may think what ignorance is bliss. But until you discover this, your futile attempt to do this and get this to be happy will continue, wherein you can never hope to be successful totally. So therefore, such a wrong notion is being exposed so that a Viveki can take to thorough inquiry. Avidyayam bahuda vartamanaha vayam kritarthaha iti avimanyanti balaha yat karminaha na pravedayanti ragat tena aturaha kshinalokaha chavante what? Fall down. Fall down is from top, higher level. What is higher level? From heavens. Went to heaven, enjoyed, thought that there is nothing greater than that, disappeared from there. No more heavens. Now, bank balance is over. What bank balance? Punya. Chavante, fall down. What happens? These people whose plight is so, whose notion is so, what is it? Avidyayam bahudha vartamana. Bahudha, bahuprakara. From different standpoints. Thinking that this is great knowledge. This is great. In all that they get preoccupied. But truly speaking, there is no vidya, avidya only. They are still steeped in the realm of ignorance of one's swarupa and whatever that is ramified by that. Bahudha vartamana. With many ambitions, many goals in life. See, if you miss the highest goal of life, that is the knowledge of one's true nature, there is no end to the goals of life. Means your desires are innumerable. And for different people, different desires are what the goal of life. There's no end to it. So therefore, what is that final goal of life? Because there may be innumerable goals of life ends. But in and through all of them, what you aspire for is only one thing, which is twofold. Sukha prapti, dukkha nivritti. You may have millions of types of goals, but this is in and through them, which is never possible by fulfillment of all these varieties of goals. So, but these people, being steeped in all these varieties of goals of life, from heavens, Brahmaloka onwards, They consider themselves what? Vayam Kritartha. We are the accomplished person. The iti abhimanyanti. They consider themselves to be the people who have fulfilled the purpose of life. Truly, they are not so. You know what is their true plight? Bala. Bala means what? Not children. Avivekina. These people lack viveka. Means in our language, immature people. Maturity is not there. Paripakva buddhi is not there. The buddhi is always drowned in Vishaya Bhoga. But the truth, they are not able to know it. So Bala. Why so? Because Yat, Yasmat, because of this. What is it? These Karmina who take the karma as the highest means in life to gain the highest goal of life. These Karmina, they don't know. Na pravedayanti. What they don't know? The tattva. What is the reality? What is the final truth? What is the final goal of life? They don't know. How can they be happy? Ignorance is this okay to some point. But one day the real things are going to get exposed. So therefore, why do they not know? Raga. So because of what? Raga. What is raga? That is their asakti, their love, their affinity, liking of what? Karma and karma phala. So you get heavens. In front of it, your five-star hotel is nothing. Raga, asakti for heavens, karmas, and their phalas in terms of heavens. And therefore, what is there in store is they are atura. Atura means not eager. Dukkharta. They are totally distressed by sorrow. Sorrow they cannot avoid. Aturaha. That is dukkharta. And what happens to them? Shinaloka. With great efforts that they earn this punya to procure the heavens, higher and higher heavens. They did get it. They did enjoy it. But what? Over. The stay gets ended there. Why so? Shina loka. The lokas themselves, what vanished for them in the sense? Shina karma phala. The currency, the punya, which procure them this all heavens and enjoyment, gets over kshina. And moment is over, you are out from the heaven. Suppose in a five-star hotel, how long you can stay? So long as you got money. whether a credit card, whatever it may be, the maximum you can derive from. Once that capacity is over, you have to leave. They are not going to keep you there. So there is how Kshinadoka means Kshina Karma Phala, whose treasure of Karma Phala gets over. What happens to them finally? As a result, Chavanti, Patanti. From higher level, what is the higher level? Heavens, where they fall. Just as blind people fall where? In the pit or a ditch or thorny places like this. These people fall. Where they fall? In the lower lokas. It can be from Narak also. It can be Narak also. Keep in mind, this account of Karmaphala is not like your banking account. What is banking account? Credit minus debit, balance is yours. It may be deficit by minus also if you have got overdraft, etc. Means the debit gets removed from the credit and whatever rest. It is not like here. You have to, your credit is for your enjoyment. And debit, you have to suffer it. Both you have to undergo. So with the punya, they rose to heaven. Papas are there separately, no deduction there. Go to hell. They say like this, Papa punya, mixture is there, no? If punya is more and papa is less, that jiva first goes to suffer papa and then punya heaven. If punya is less and papa is more, first he enjoys heaven, then hell. Peculiar accounting system of papa punya, handled by Ishvara, executed by who? Yamaraja. And he is accounted is who? Chitragupta. Puranically, is a Chitragupta. He keeps Gupta Chitra. Evidences. Otherwise, no. You deny the crime. He has implanted a camera. Where? In your antakarana. The moment you do, samskaras are there. That's the proof. You see, Jiva goes to Yamaloka. Yama sitting on the throne. And here, maybe Chitragupta, his assistant, he reads what is good, bad, everything. And Yama gives the verdict where to take him. You may believe or not believe. And incident is available. One gentleman by name Crow, something. Anyway, an American gentleman. He and his wife had come to India. They are devotees of Satya Sai Baba. I forgot his name. Olden days, when Satya Sai was still young, they were at Madras, those days Madras, now Chennai. And he was sick. He was hospitalized. And Satya Sai was in a business seminar. Morning around 9 o'clock or so, seminar was going on. Suddenly, Satya Sai left the seminar and went to the hospital. Actually, this gentleman was dead. Dead. I forgot his name. It is CC only. CR is there, something. He asked the other to leave and he closed the room. And the gentleman is what? Alive. He went. He was dead, but he brought him back. Afterwards, this gentleman was narrating what happened. That he was taken to some royal court and somebody is reading a scroll. And there are many things of what appreciating it. To the emperor and his he had done good things. Past lives, past lives. It was going on at that time. So look, this is a noted thing. You believe or not believe, the record is there. Satya Sai appeared there. The moment Satya Sai appeared, even the one who was sitting on the throne, Yamaraja, stop. You recognize who is it? He said, I have got some work to be done by this person. Leave him in my custody. Who suggested? Order. And he, Satya left. And he became alive. And afterwards, he left India with a wife. Thereafter, he lived for 3 months. And then in America, after 3 months, he died. Not lived much. Then somebody asked, why 3 months only? Say, look, his days are over. Why did you resurrect him? Did you want me to send that wife with a dead body back to America? I didn't want to do that. So I sent him live and so these Yamalok, etc., are not to be taken too lightly. People say, see, these heavens, etc., are no, they are mental projections. There were people who said, you know what is the answer to them? Sir, you are right. But you are told only the half truth. Even hell also, they say, these are mental projections. Yes. The heaven or hell are certainly mental. But mind you, your body now, which you are taking as a eye, the world around you is also mental projection. Why don't you take that into consideration? Don't tell only half truth. Anything and everything that you perceive, you encounter, you take as I is mental projection, can be proved right now here. If you are sleeping during this discourse, you have already verified it. Sleep. Put off everything. Dream, half manifest. Waking, better manifestation. Whose job it is? Mind. This body is me. Kiska kaam hai? Mind. You sleep, mind is not there. I am the body, notion is not there. So don't be extra smart. They're all mental. This was a mental position. Problem is mental projection only. Our problem of sorrowful samsara is what? Your sorrowful samsara, mental projection, that is your problem. And you have to get rid of that mental projection problem only. Know the truth, the basis of this, wherein these can't do anything at all. The passing clouds. What the sun has to do with the passing clouds? You the Chaitanya Swarupa, Brahma, in which they come and go, joys or sorrow. You are Paramananda Swarupa. But you have got hooked here. So that means the case, say, so don't be too smart to argue that, oh, heaven and hell are all mental projection. Everything is mental projection also. So know the truth. So that is the case, they fall down from the heaven. Again, see, more because this wrong notion of getting this happiness here is so deeply rooted. It has to be totally uprooted. So therefore, their notion, their way of thinking, the values of these avivekis is being described more and more, and how they get subjected to lower and lower embodiment to suffer more and more because of this wrong notion is further being what? Described with see.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ